Assalamu alaikum students. I am your teacher Aisha Anwar. We are studying object oriented programming in C++. In previous lecture we have discussed about data types and typecasting. I hope that concept is clear to you. Today we are going to start a new concept which is about input and output handling. This concept is also the very basic of C++. In our programs, we require usually two cases. Either we print some message on the screen or we input some data or numbers into the programs. To enter those numbers and values into the programs, we use some input functions, and to display the messages on the screen, we use some output functions. The use of those input and output functions is known as the input and output handling, or in short, we call it as I/O handling. So, the I/O handling means we have to enter data into the program from outside source, that is input, and output means to display some data on the screen or save a file on a storage disk or a storage device. To use input and output in our programs, we use various I/O functions, and it is done by using streams. Basically, a stream is a sequence of data that flows in and out of the program. There are basically two standard functions or two standard statements, cin and cout, are used to perform I/O operations. And these standard statements are included in iostream.h header file. So we know that we have to include iostream.h header file in each and every program, because in every program we must be getting some output. So we have to include iostream header file in each and every program. In today's lecture, we will discuss these cin and cout statements, and we will also discuss some other functions which are used for I/O handling. So there are basically 6 statements and or functions that are used for I/O handling: cin statement, cout statement. Both of them are the statements. Then getch function, getche function, gets function, and puts function. You can see this parenthesis after the name getch. These parentheses shows that it is a function. As you can see that there is no parenthesis after cin and cout, so it means these are the statements. And whenever you see the parenthesis after the name getche or gets or puts, there are the parentheses. So these parentheses show that these are the functions. So for input output handling, these two statements and these 4 functions are used. We will go through them one by one. First of all, cout statement. I have covered it first because we are already familiar with the cout statement, as we have already discussed it in our all previous examples. So the purpose of cout statement is to output text or values on the screen. Whatever is written after the cout statement, it will be displayed on screen as it is. For example, here, if you can see that we have used a statement cout, the value stored in A is, and here we have written it as cout A. So what will happen? When this program will be executed, we have stored a variable A with the value 12. We have declared a variable A which is of integer type. This is the variable declaration. We have declared the variable that we are going to use variable A. And what type of value or data will it save? It will save integer type data. Here we have initialized the variable A with the value 12. Here, cout statement. Now the message will be displayed on screen. The value stored in A is. This message will be displayed as it is because it is written within these quotation marks. And after this, it will print out the value A. So the output of a program will be the value stored in A is 12. So when this program is executed, it will assign the value 12 to the A, and it will display the messages and the variable which is written after the cout. Here you have to notice the syntax of cout statement. Whatever written within the quotation mark is displayed as it is on the screen. I will demonstrate it to you by using getch. And if we have to print the value, some value that is stored in a variable, we will write it straight here like it without any quotation marks. Here I am going to show you a small demonstration with the help of a dev C++. Here I am switching the software. Now moving towards the dev C++. Here I am going to demonstrate you the cout statement. Cout, quotation marks, double quotes. My name is Aisha. And after the cout statement, there must be a semicolon. If you miss this semicolon, you will be having a syntax error. Now compile it. And now run it. You can see the message which is displayed on the screen. My name is Aisha. You can notice that the letters which I have written in capital like M and A over here, they are printed in output with the capital. This M is capital, and here this A is also capital. Now if you write the message in capital letters like Pakistan, I have written the letters in all uppercase. Now see the output. First of all, compile it, and now execute it. You can see whatever I have written within the quotation marks is printed on the screen as it is. I have written the word Pakistan with all the capital letters. So here the Pakistan is written with uppercase letters. So the thing is, the point that I am trying to make clear to you is whatever is written and whatever the style you chose to write will be displayed as it is on the screen. Okay, here now I am going to make some changes in my program. I am going to initialize a variable x is equals to 5, int y is equals to 10, and int sum is equals to x plus y semicolon. Now here look at this cout statement which I am going to write. The sum of x and y is, let's put equals mark over here also, sum semicolon. Now compile the program. Zero errors, zero warnings. Now execute it. Here you can see that the sum of x and y is equals to 15. I have written in cout statement within quotation marks the message the sum of x and y is equals to, and then I have put these marks again, and I have written the variable name sum without any single quotes or double quotes, so it is displaying the value that is stored in the variable sum, and it is showing me the value that is 15. Okay, now let's make some other changes in our program. The sum of the sum of x and y is equals to sum. Now look at the statement carefully. I have made some changes in it. Now I'm going to compile it. Now run it. Now you can see the message the sum of 5 is written in place of x and 10 is written in place of y is equals to 15. I'm going to give it a better look with some spaces so that it will be more clear and more visible to all of us with some proper spaces. We have to give some proper spaces. Okay, now again compile it. Now run it. Now here you can see the output, which is very clear to you and easily readable. First of all, when this statement will be executed, whatever the written within these two quotes will be written on the screen. The sum of it is displayed from this portion. Now x, whatever the value of x is displayed, the value of x is 5 as we have mentioned it over here in this line. The sum of 5 then and the value of y is written 10 is equals to 15. So here you need to understand that we can print the variables with the help of cout statement and some messages also with the help of cout statement. It is very much easy. So here I have used a single cout statement to print the message as well as the variables on the screen. I think it is very much easy. You can simply try it. Now moving towards the next portion, that is cin statement. The cin statement is used to input data from the keyboard and assign it to one or more variables. Like in the example that we have just executed on dev C++, we have assigned the value x is equals to 5 in our program. But what if I want to get that value from the user? If I want to get the input from the user, I will be using cin statement. Here is a short example. You can see we have declared a variable int n. Then with the help of cout statement, we have displayed a message, enter an integer. Whatever the value user will enter will be stored in the variable n with the help of cin statement. And then we will display the value that user had entered. We have used the cout statement. The number you typed is n. Here it is having some mistake. I have just noticed that I have missed the double quotation marks in the cout statement. It will be a syntax error. So now execute the cin statement on dev C++ so that you can understand it is in a better way. Now again I am switching my screen to dev C++. Okay, here I'm going to make changes in this program. Int x, int y, cout. I'm going to display a message. Enter first value, put semicolon. Cin, you can see that I'm using another statement which is cin x. Whatever the value user will enter, that value will be stored in the variable x. Now I'm going to display another message. Cout, enter second value, put semicolon. Now I am again using another statement, cin y. Whatever the second value user will enter, that second value will be stored in variable y. Now again, the rest of the program is the same. I will perform the addition and I will be using the cout statement to display the messages on the screen. Now compile it. We have to wait for the compilation. Now execute it. Okay, here you can see the message on the screen, enter first value. Let's suppose I am entering 3. Now I am going to enter the second value, let's say 8. Now you can see that the sum of 3 and 8 is equals to 11. Now you can see that how it is easy for us to simply input the values in our program. In our previous example, it was always giving me the same result because the value of x was 5 and the value of y was 10. It was always giving me the same result, that was 15. How many times I will execute that program, I will be getting the same result, that was the 15. But now in this example, it is now more interactive, and in this way I have created a generic program in which you can enter the different values. You don't have to change the code again and again, and you don't have to change the values in the program or in the code. You just have to execute the program and you can enter the different values. Let me show you it again. Enter the first value, I will be entering 90. Enter second value, I'm going to write a big number. So it is showing me the sum of 90 and this number is this. So in this way we can write interactive programs. So by using cin statement, we can get the values from the users in an easiest way. I think you have got my point, and it is very much easy. Now the next function is getch function. This function is used to get something from the input device, as its name shows, get. So get means it gets something from the input device, and ch means it gets a character, and obviously it gets a character from the keyboard. So to use getch function, we have to include the header file conio.h, because the definitions of these functions are present in another header file, that is conio.h. Here is an example. We have declared a variable ch of data type character. Now we have used the keyword or the cout statement, cout, enter a character, ch is equals to get ch, and here you can see the character you type is ch. Whenever this program will be executed, you will see a message on the screen, enter a character, and then the next message will be displayed. The character you typed is whether A, B, C, D, whatever the character you will be typing. So again, let me show you its a demonstration. The character you typed is A. Here we need to understand one thing. When this function is used, the input character A is read and stored in the variable ch, but it is not displayed on the screen. Whatever you enter will be stored and will get the value, but that value will not be displayed on the screen. You won't be able to see the value. Like, let me show you in dev C++. Here I'm running this program again so that you can find the difference. I am entering the value 3, and you can see that this value on the screen, the 3 is written on the screen. Again I am typing another value, that is 56. You can see this 56 written on the screen, but when I will be using getch function, I won't be able to see the character on the screen. Whatever I'm going to write will not be displayed on the screen. Okay, now let me change this program. Character ch cout, enter character, put semicolon, ch is equals to get ch, semicolon, again cout, you typed ch, you typed ch, put semicolon. Okay, now I am going to compile it. For using this getch function, I have included conio.h. Now running it, enter a character. I am going to write A. You can see that here I have typed A, but here you cannot see the A is typed, but here you can see it in the output. Let me change the program so that you can see the output in a better way. \n. Now again, I'm going to compile it. I'm running it. Enter a character. I'm going to write D this time. I have pressed D over here, but you cannot see the D written over here, but you can see the D written over here. That is the part of your output statement. Now here, if I'm going to comment this statement, you won't be able to see anything on this screen. Now again running, enter a character. I'm writing Z this time. You cannot see any output this time because the output statement is commented, so it will not be executed. And whatever I have typed over here, you cannot see because I have used the function getch. But what if I want to display the character on the screen? Here we have another function named as getche. E means it echoes the character on the screen that we have typed. Now you can see the difference. I'm going to compile it. Now run it, enter a character. This time I'm going to enter A again. Yes, here I have typed character A. As I have changed the function from getch to getche, that's why this character A or letter A is displayed on the screen. Now I'm again going to make some changes in the program so that you can clearly see the results. Again compiling it. My system is slow and it takes a lot of time to compile a simple short program. Now again running it. Enter a character. I am going to enter P this time. So I have entered a character P, and it is giving me the output message on the screen. You type the letter P. Let me make it more clear and more visible to you. We have to make short changes. Again, I have used the wrong slash. It should be this backslash, and so that you can see this message on the next line. Enter a character, let's say P. Here I have entered P, and now you can see the output. You typed P. So here the letter is printed or not, letter is displayed or not will be depending on this function, getche or getch. If you have used getche, then it will be displayed on the screen. If you use getch, it won't be displayed on the screen over here. Let me show you again. I am going to make change. I am using simple getch function. Again compiling. After compilation, simply run it, enter character. I have typed P. Now you can see, you cannot see any character over here, but only over here on this place. So this is the basic difference between the function getch and getche function. As we have discussed that the getch function will read the value, but that value will not be displayed on the screen as I have shown you. Here getche function that I have already described to you, If a user wants to type the character to be displayed on the screen, then the function getche is to be used. In this function, letter E, this E shows the echo or to display the input character on the screen. This E means echo. Echo means to repeat or to display the character on the screen. Again, we have to include the conio.h header file in order to use getch and getche functions in our programs. If we miss that header file, we will definitely be getting an error message on the screen. Now, moving towards the rest of the functions for IO handling. Again, this is the same example that we have done by using dev C++. It's the same. Now, the rest of the two other functions are gets and puts function. Gets means get string and puts means put string. These functions are also used to handle input output character of strings. The gets function is used to input a string from the keyboard. We have to get the string. So which it means that we have to input, and puts mean to put something or to put display it on the screen. So gets is an input function and puts is an output function. Gets function is used to get some input from the keyboard, and puts function is used to display the message on the screen, or it is used to show the output on the screen. These two functions will be discussed in the chapter number 5 when we will be studying about the arrays. So here you just need to understand the basic difference between the gets and puts, and you should know that these two functions are also used to get input and to show the result or to show the outputs on the screen. So it was the today's lecture. What we have discussed is the input output handling, the IO handling. We have discussed that there are basically 2 statements and 4 functions are used to get the input and display the output on the screen. C in and C out are the statements, and these 4 are the functions: getch, getche, gets and puts. The task that you have to do is you have to differentiate between the getch and getche function, and it is a very important concept. There are the chances that this question appears in exam as the differentiate between getch and getche. It is an important concept, you should know about it. You have to differentiate it, you have to write down the difference on the page and share your answers with me. I will check them and give you the feedback. I hope you have enjoyed today's lecture. It is very much easy, and these are the very new concepts, and these are the basics of the programming language. Once you learn them, they will be using again and again in the rest of the chapters. We will be getting input in the other chapters also. We will be displaying the outputs on the screens. So you should learn these basic things in this chapter so that they will be easy for you in the next or upcoming chapters. So that's all for today. If you are having any confusion and query, you can send me your questions. I will answer them in the group, and please do today's task and share your answers with me. Thank you.